Bugs, go away. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are doing another range video. I love range videos. Today it is the Sig P365, but the version that is chambered in 380. Now, I think I have now reviewed every single P365 out there and tons of accessories. If you're interested in those videos, check out my channel. But I need to thank my friends at the Elite Indoor Gun Range. Once again, they hooked it up and let me borrow the 380 version and the 9mm version. I'll be doing a video today on this one, and then next week I'm going to do a video comparing the two of them if you are interested in the difference. All right, let's get right into it. It's very, very similar to the 9mm version, to the point where I was loading and I was afraid sometimes. I didn't want to swap magazines and put the wrong caliber on the wrong gun. That would be no bueno. Anyway, magazine is very, very similar. It holds 10 rounds of 380. It's made in America. Metal magazine, plastic base pad with a little extra pinky extension. Comes with 2, 3, 2. Ooh, I forgot. Someone dropped that in the comments. The only difference is there's a little tiny plug in the back here that doesn't allow the round to go all the way to the rear, because 380 is not quite as large as 9mm, if you didn't know. Now, the frame on the 380 is the same as the 9mm. I love the grip texture. I have no complaints about the grip at all. It is very, very nice. The magazine release does drop the magazine freely, assuming you don't get your big monkey paws in the way. It does drop it freely, and it is reversible for you backwards lefty people. Now, if you look close, you see the flat face trigger on this guy. This does not normally come with a flat face trigger. It normally comes with a curved trigger like that. What I believe happened is, so the fire control units on these 365s are the same, even though the caliber is different. Great job, Sig. So you can swap your fire control unit into different caliber guns. Obviously, you need the proper slide and barrel magazine, but the fire control unit doesn't matter. So at some point, because the Elite Indoor Gun Range has several of these guns, the XL, etc., I think the fire control units got switched, and it has the flat face trigger. The Sig flat face trigger is really nice. It feels a little softer, a little easier. Sorry about the wind. And the feeling of the flat for me is a lot nicer and a lot smoother. The curved trigger is okay. It's not bad. I'm not complaining, but the flat trigger is definitely a lot nicer. That's pretty much it for the grip. Now, these are available with and without a safety. Obviously, this is the version without, but you can get them with the safety if that's how you like to get down. Let's talk about the magazine release. If you choose to use it as a magazine release, it's a good spot. It's a good shape. I don't accidentally ride it, but I can easily drop it. I love the magazine release on the P365. That's one of the reasons I carry them every single day. Right in front of the magazine release is the takedown lever. Guys, no notes, one take in it. I'm like Jay-Z, I step in, one take, no notes. Let's do it. In front of the slide release is the takedown lever. Lock the slide to the rear, triple check, make sure the gun is unloaded. Oops. Rotate that takedown lever down, and the slide comes right off. You do not need to pull the trigger if that's something you are concerned with. You have a very similar dual captured recoil spring, even though it feels significantly lighter, which we'll get into in a minute. A very similar barrel. Obviously, it is a little different dimensions because it's chambered in 380, not in 9mm. The one thing I really want to call out on all Sig 320s and 365s, this little pin here in the back, you pop that pin and this whole fire control unit comes out. I mentioned it a few seconds ago, and that's the beauty of the P365 is you can swap grips and they become so modular. You know, for example, the gun I carried, like I said, this started out exactly the same as this gun here, a bone stock P365, and over the years I put the XL grip on it because I like the way the XL grip felt. Then I put the Icarus grip, then I put a comp and a light and a dot, and now it is absolutely obscene. But the modularity on these guns is absolutely fantastic. Going up to the slide has some sort of nitrite finish. I don't remember what Sig calls it, but it's a black nitrite type finish. It has good front and rear serrations. I wouldn't call them the best ever, but they are very, very usable. I have no complaints. The one thing I do want to point out about the slide is it is significantly easier to manipulate this slide compared to most guns. It is really right up there with the Smith & Wesson EZ series. I've reviewed both the 380 and the 9mm on those guns. I need to compare this to that gun. That's what I'm going to do as well. Anyway, the manipulating the gun is very, very easy. So if you have grip strength issues, if you have problems manipulating a gun and you want a small concealed carry gun, this should absolutely be on your list. Now the sights are tritium night sights, 2 dots in the rear, 1 dot in the front. Nice sights, metal. The rear is flat for one-handed manipulations if you need to get down that way. No complaints at all. I was surprised though they don't have the Sig X-ray sights. Most Sig guns, period, especially the 365s, have the X-ray sights where it's tritium with a green circle around the front sight. I'm a big fan of that. If you're not colorblind to green, I think you will love those sights. And these just have tritium for some reason, and I'm not sure why. It's not a huge deal, but I just wanted to make sure I pointed it out to you boys and girls. All right, I need a sip of water. Let's take a break, and you can go watch me shoot. I bet you I didn't miss once. I hit the target every single time because I can edit my misses out. I'm not a very good shooter. Anyway, optics plate. These do come optics ready, which is dope, 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 dope. Every gun should come optics ready, in my humble opinion. So I took this to the range a couple times. Most of the time I was shooting it like this, but one of the days I threw an optic on here. It takes a small Hollison 507K or Shield RMSC footprint. Those small optics screw right onto it, and I put some rounds through it. Oh my God, it was fun to shoot, man. It was really, really fun to shoot. When we get into testing, don't forget, remind me to tell you how nice this gun shoots. Please, don't let me forget. Anyway, happy that it's optics cut. And the big thing with this one is Sig moved the optics cut forward so you don't lose the rear sight. With a lot of 365s, when you throw an optic on there, you lose the rear sight. And I don't know, man, if my optic goes down, I really want to have that rear sight. I know some of them have a rear sight built into them. It's just not the same for me. So I'm happy that they moved the optics plate a little bit forward so you don't lose your sights when you put an optic on here. And I think that's the main features of this gun. I think I went through everything. Again, no notes, no research on the internet, and I just one took it, and I hope I didn't mess it up too bad. If I did, you guys let me know in the comments. So let's talk about testing, because this is probably the most significant part of this gun. I did a whole bunch of concealed carry type drills, being this is a concealed carry gun. I did whatever drill I did with the 380 version, I also did with the 9mm, and I did a little of those with my carry gun, which is just not a fair comparison. That bigger gun with the comp just kills everything. Anyway, I put a couple hundred rounds through it over the past couple of days, and all sorts of drawing, mag reloads, and just concealed carry type drills. But the thing I really want to stress to you guys, this thing shoots significantly softer than most 380s and way softer than 9mm. Like, I've compared 380s and 9mm in the same gun before, and of course there's less felt recoil on a 380. This is significantly softer shooting. I don't know if it's the recoil spring and the lighter slide or whatever voodoo Sig put in here, but it shoots significantly shorter. Like, the first couple of times I shot it, I was thinking I was shooting like a 22 Magnum or something. That's how soft it shoots. Very similar to the Smith & Wesson 380, and that's why I want to do a video comparing them so I can see which one shoots better. Man, it is soft shooting. So again, if you are recoil sensitive for any reason, new shooter, female, don't have the strongest hands to manipulate guns, and you want a small concealed carry gun, this should absolutely be on your list. Now, another beauty thing about being loan guns from the Elite Indoor Gun Range is this is from their rental counter, so you really get to see how guns perform in durability when they get beat up. The armorer and manager there, Christian, said the first 100 and 150 rounds was very, very dicey. They almost sent it back to Sig. There was clearly some sort of break-in period with this gun. He said once they got past about 100, 150 rounds, it smoothed right out, and there was absolutely no issue. So it could be just this gun. It could be all of them, but I always like to be honest and make sure you guys are aware of everything. Since then, it has several thousand rounds through it, and it's been pretty much flawless. I put a couple hundred rounds through it, and again, it has been flawless. So I would be okay carrying and shooting this gun, or more importantly, somebody like my wife who's not quite as strong as I am, physically as strong. Mentally, she's way stronger. She's not quite physically as strong, and she's a lot more recoil sensitive because she doesn't shoot as often as I do. This would be my choice for her over the Smith & Wesson EZ. her choice. But I would suggest this because of the extra capacity. It shoots so soft, it's easy to manipulate, and you get 10+1, which is a decent capacity, which is a very good capacity for a small, tiny gun. Obviously with her, I'd let her shoot both of them and see which one feels better in her hands and which one she shoots better. But I would prefer this one just because I like as many rounds as possible, because you never know what threat you're going to face. All right, I'm done rambling on. Thank you for watching. Before you go though, I need to one more time thank the Elite Indoor Gun Range. They always are so willing to support me. Don't know why, but they're good dudes. If you're in the area, check them out. Sporting clays there is very fun, very challenging. Yeah, go check them out. I don't think you will be disappointed. Most important, thank you boys and girls for watching. It is greatly appreciated. If you think I deserve it, please click that like button. Doesn't cost you anything, really helps me out. Drop a comment for the algorithms. Again, I appreciate it, helps me out. More important than any of those things, if you think I deserve it, subscribe to the channel and enable the bell notifications. Look at me, please hook a brother up. It really helps. Subscribe to the channel if you think I deserve it. Enable the bell notifications. Thank you. I'll see you guys next time. Be good.